Hey, what's up guys? My name is Samuel.
And I'm Amanda.
And this is the Samuel and Amanda show where we talk about
money, marriage and life.
And in this week's episode, we are going to be asking one another, apparently, the 15 most controversial questions you can ask in a marriage. You're looking scared.
Oh.
You don't know
I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know what the questions
now,
are. So.
This is not a property related video tonight. This is more about money, marriage, life. But in this, on today, it is controversial questions. Now, I've read the questions, and to be perfectly honest, don't worry, they are not controversial.
Okay.
But this is an opportunity for you to get to know us just a little bit better on a more personal way. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, also don't forget, if you enjoy the channel, please do hit the like button. Also, if you've got questions that you want to ask for me or Amanda, then comment below in the comment box. So, first question is this. If you could relive a year in your life, what age would you choose?
Ooh, I would choose when I was 23. So that's when
we were together, I'm glad. If you just said 20, I'd have been a little bit worried.
Like, hey. So I graduated that year with a first class honours. And also, was that the same year you proposed? No, we were going to be getting married, and that's the year we got married. So I graduated, wow. And then literally 7 days later, that's when we got married. And that was just like amazing. It was like, yeah, really big moments in my life.
I would probably relive, to be honest, I'm really enjoying 2021. So I wouldn't necessarily want to relive a year, but if I had to, it would probably be 2018 was a good year. 2018 was a good year.
What made it good?
Well, we had Ruby, and then
she was born in 2017.
And then you were pregnant with Luke. So it was like we're growing a family.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, good save, good save.
All right, next. Have you ever been in a studio audience for a TV show?
No.
I have. Martin Lewis. You're amazing, Martin. Which of your parents do you like them? No. Sorry, it's not. That would be controversial. It's actually not controversial.
Okay.
It's actually, which of your parents are you most like? I thought it was going to be, do you like the most?
Oh, yeah, no, that would be controversial.
Which of your parents are you most like?
Ooh, I'd probably say I'm like my mom.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like your mum.
Yeah.
For me, mixture.
Yeah, I think you're a mix.
Mixture.
I think you really are a bit of both. You're not more like either.
Which of your siblings are you most like?
My brother Ben.
Yeah.
We are cool, calm and collected.
You and your brother are the same. Me and my brother are the same.
Yeah.
What's a new hobby you've always wanted to try?
I would love to learn how to sew and like make my own clothes.
Why don't you then?
I don't know.
I mean, my hobby that I want to do is something that I actually have really been trying, but it's difficult because it's weather dependent and everything.
Oh, I know.
I want to paraglide, but every time I've booked it, it's been cancelled because of the weather. And also, you need to put like a lot of time aside. You need to go up the mountains. Yeah. I've booked like 3 times. It keeps getting cancelled. But sewing, I mean, you could just do that anytime.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't. It's time consuming, babe. I just haven't.
If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
Oh, if I won the lottery, I don't know.
life wouldn't be much different.
I know, like trying to think, like, to be honest, I don't know.
That's a tough one. Anyway, swiftly moving on. What would you do with a week of solitary confinement?
Well, I'd probably just read books, because I like reading.
Are you allowed to do that in solitary confinement? I guess you are.
Well, it's asked me what I'd like to do. Other than staring at a blank wall, I'd probably read a book. Yeah,
I mean, what about if you were in solitary confinement, but you weren't allowed anything in the room besides like a duvet and someone just put food in, like basically you're in prison with no
I'd probably just sing all the time.
Sing?
Yeah.
I would use it as a week to think. I'd be like planning.
Wow, but there's only so much thinking you can do. And
not.
If you're planning, you can't even write down anything, so how are you going to remember? So you might as well not do that.
Strategize. I'd come out richer, wiser.
Wow. I mean,
not enough to want to actually do it, but you're gonna make the most of the situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's another career that you would enjoy? So if we couldn't do property or you being a mom, I guess, like what career in another world?
In another world. In another world, I'd be a dentist.
Okay.
Because I don't know, because I love teeth. I just think you can transform someone by changing their teeth. I think it's just really
Do
cool.
I need my teeth changed?
You could have them straightened a bit.
I think I need something. In another world, you'd be a dentist. I think in another world, I would be a lawyer.
You'd be a very good lawyer. Samuel would be a really good lawyer.
I love the law.
Yeah, I think you'd be great.
And I love arguing and thinking, and I'd love to be a lawyer. In fact, maybe I should just become a lawyer.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
Imagine that. Career change
What do you
at some
think
point
if
in
I
life.
just said I want to be a lawyer?
I just think cool. I just think with being a lawyer, it's one of those jobs that I just think it's really strange, because if you're on the defendant side, it's a bit ropey. I just think, oh, how can you literally fight for someone that you might believe has done this crime, but you're defending them? I just think it's a bit of a...
Yeah, but I think when dentists give like root canals and stuff...
But that's gonna help.
No, maybe not. Maybe it's not. Putting metal in people's teeth and things.
Wow.
We're judging each other's other... It's probably best that we're just proper...
I know, thank God, thank God.
Alright, next question. What genre of books would you spend the most time reading through in a bookstore?
Okay, you always go to the personal development
I'm
side.
a sucker.
You always, literally, Samuel will go into like a shopping centre.
W.H. Smith.
And then he'll be like, okay, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Zara, and he'll be like, oh, I'll just stop in here and you can find me back in here when you're finished. And he'll literally just be in the bookstore just like reading books.
I love it. You'll find me when we go shopping, which we are about to go shopping now, aren't we? You will find me in the bookstore devouring the business books and the personal development books. I just love it. And also, I only have to skim. Give me a book for like 3 minutes and I've basically read it. I just skim read it. So when I go to a bookstore, I just read. I'm just like, I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I love going in bookstores. But what about you? In a bookstore?
I would probably go to personal development, but then also probably just look at people's biographies. Yeah.
How many telephone numbers have you actually memorized?
Oh my goodness. I only know your number, but I actually am still learning your new number, so...
I don't know my new number. I know my new number a little bit now. I know my old number really well.
Yeah.
I know your number, and I know Russell's number, and I know my mum's number.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe I should learn a few more then, just in case.
Okay, do you think you would make a good politician?
No, and I have no interest. Like, to me, I always think when I see people, I'm like, why are you drawn to doing this? Like, to me, it's just like the worst job ever. It does not appeal to me whatsoever. I have no interest.
See, I really do.
Oh my, I just don't get it. What's so,
The thing is, it's not about the, obviously it's a horrible job. Everyone hates you when you're a politician.
Yeah.
But it's, if you want to bring, I like to bring about change, and I like to help improve the world and the economy, and if I see something that I don't like, I like to actually change it. And I think as a politician, you're in a position where you can do that to some extent.
Yeah.
So although it would be very hard, and although it would be difficult because everybody hates you, I think that for me, I could potentially see myself being a politician.
I could see you as a politician.
And a lawyer. And a paraglider.
Is he a jack of all trades, this one?
Alright, what is something you hated as a kid but now appreciate?
I can't think of anything really serious, but I used to not like tea, but I love cups of tea now.
I was thinking more like church or something like that, a bit.
Well, I never hated going to church. Like, I didn't mind, I just went with the flow.
What about being told by your parents that you couldn't do stuff, like being...
Sorry about that.
What about being told by your parents that you can't do stuff, and at the time you hate it, but then when you get older you appreciate why you were told?
Okay, so something a bit deeper. Then, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, I mean, I can think of lots of moments like that. One that I can think of now off the top of my head is, for example, now that I have children, especially girls, I can see why my dad was so protective over me. And
boys play with boys, girls play with girls.
That was my dad's line all the time, literally, boys play with boys, girls play with girls. And to me, when I was young, I didn't get it. I was just like, I just don't understand what the big deal is. I just want to play with this person.
Yeah.
But now I totally appreciate, and I'd much rather, and I'm so grateful that my dad was like overly that way.
Yeah.
Than maybe just like, I don't know, sometimes you can end up in positions where, you know, you can be compromised, and yeah, so now I appreciate that. So, yeah.
Alright, a few more questions. I hope you're enjoying. If you are, hit like. Who was your favourite teacher in high school and why?
I don't remember any of my teachers.
You don't remember any?
I remember I had Mr. Moon for English literature, and he was a nice guy. But
my favourite teacher was definitely Mrs. Haysmith, who actually made it to the Daily Mail.
Yes, she did.
Because she was my favourite teacher, and then when I left school, I saw that she was actually kind of struggling financially, and I mentored her in property, and now she's financially free as a property investor, which is just incredible. So she's now become a well-known property investor. She's just the most amazing person ever. So if you're watching Mrs. Haysmith, I love you always and forever. I'm eternally grateful. All right. 2 more questions. No. Three. Would you rather skydive, bungee, jump, parasail, or hang glide?
None of the above, please, for me.
I would do all of them. I have done many of them.
Yeah,
Bungee's my favourite. What was the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for you?
Ooh, kindest thing. Can you think? I'll have a little
I can think of a thing, yeah, I can. It was a small thing, but I remember I was in a car park and I couldn't, I didn't have the change to pay for parking. Okay. And I was in a real rush and I was like stressed out. And I was there like, trying to get out of the car park. And this lady came up to me and just said, oh, are you okay? And I was like, oh, I'm just trying to get out of the car park. And it was like £2 or something. And she just went, oh, here you go. And she gave me £2. Aww. And I just thought, I don't know why, but that was probably about 10 years ago and it just stuck with me. So again, if you are watching, let me return you 100 times. Now I'm gonna have all these people pretending, but I remember what she looks like, honestly.
Oh my gosh, I can't think of a moment in particular. I feel like people are always really nice to me, but especially when I'm pregnant, that's when people I feel like extra nice. They're like, oh, let me get that for you when you're in the shop and stuff. So
last question, what song could you karaoke to?
Oh my goodness, wow, this brings back lots of bad memories.
Raw topic.
Bad memories. So when we went on a cruise, and I mean, I'm quite fun and I love karaoke. So there was a karaoke night and I was like, oh babe, we need to go and do this. We get there and there was only a few people there, like an old couple, like, you know, like whatever. Anyway, I was like, sign me up. I'm gonna give these guys a show. And what song did I do? Oh, it was Beyonce, Single Ladies.
What happened was, Amanda chose Beyonce, and she actually chose a really hard song to sing, because actually, Single Ladies, it is a really tough song to sing.
Yeah.
But Mandy was thinking, well, it'd be a laugh, it'd be fun. However, you were like third in
I was third. Oh my goodness. First of all, who takes karaoke that seriously? Karaoke is supposed to be like, ha, they can't sing, but ha, they're having a go anyway. It's fun. It's
but you actually can't sing. You've got a nice voice.
Yeah. But compared to these people, so the first couple, I can't remember what song I don't know if they sang like a Cher and Sunny song, but it was like really nice. But they were old and it was just like, oh, but they're really good. The second girl, she was maybe like a teenager and she sang At Last.
Wow, you really remember this well. Like,
yeah, she sang.
This was years ago, by the way. It scarred Amanda.
Scarred me. She sang At Last and she was phenomenal. It literally was like watching an X Factor performance.
Yeah, like professional.
She was outstanding. And then now I'm thinking, OMG, these people have sang, actually like seriously performed. Now I'm going up to sing Single Ladies. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't the greatest.